Hi, Positive Readers, it's Positive Writer today with another video, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about black male characters in YA. So, this video is sort of a discussion and sort of just a, ramble, because I made this list, recently, but I've been wanting to make this video for a while now, and with everything going on in the world right now with Black Lives Matter and all the police brutality against black people, I really just, wanted to come on here and talk to y'all about black male characters in YA, the ones that I like the most, and stigmas and stuff, just basically everything pertaining to the subject. Thought it'd be the perfect time, so I'm here and I'm excited. So the first thing I wanted to do is I have a list, and I have a list of black male characters in a whole bunch of different books, and I just wanted to go down the line and talk about why I liked them specifically. This is not the list of every single black guy I've ever seen in any book ever, but it's just the ones that really stood out and that I have a reason to put on this list, and I'll tell you that in a second. First off, I just want to say that I'm going to do a video after this about black cosplayers, and I just want to give some inspiration, some encouragement to black cosplayers everywhere, because I myself am a black cosplayer and a black male cosplayer, and it just kind of sucks when there are literally no characters out here almost that are like cool characters that people want to cosplay. And I wanted to give people encouragement for the people who do those and find those characters and do it, and people who cosplay characters who are not black, and just period, because I've seen the racism in that community and it's disgusting. But for this video right now, I just wanted to say first, before I get into these characters, that it means so much to me that these characters exist. Because to find characters that, I'm going to put Jasper first, because he's the character that I cosplay the most out of all the black males on the list, and he's the only one I actually have cosplayed. Because some of you I don't plan to, and the other ones I just haven't yet. But him is just something so special, and I guess this is me starting, because Jasper is the first one on the list. Jasper is a dark-skinned male from the Sister Crow series, and he's hilarious, he's amazing, he's a great character, I love him, and I have yet to read Crooked Kingdom, but he's a great character, and he probably is my favorite character from the series. And one of my favorite black male characters ever, because I guess it's because, first off, he's dark-skinned. A lot of times, black characters, period, in books are not dark-skinned, and then it's hard to find black male characters in books, in YA books anyway. So it meant a lot that he was dark-skinned and one of the main characters, and like just really cool. And even better now with the whole cosplay thing, it means so much to me that I can cosplay him. And people will be in the comments like, you're who I picture when I read about Jasper, and stuff like this, like you look exactly like him. It means so much to me because I've been cosplaying as long as I've been alive, basically. I love characters, I love stepping into somebody else's shoes for a minute, taking some pics, and showing people. But it's really hard to find characters that look like me. And that's not like a problem. I don't have a problem with liking characters that don't look like me or cosplaying them. But it's really, really nice to have a character, one at least, that I can cosplay and be like, you know, that's really me right there. Like, that really looks like me. People see it and they're like, oh, that's you. I love it. So, he's the first one, and he's one of my favorite characters ever, and that's the reason why he's on this list, because it's just really cool to have a dark-skinned guy somewhere in a book, and that series is popular too, so we love to see it. The next thing on this list is Chubbs, from the Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken series. And trilogy, whatever. It's really a good trilogy, and he is my favorite character. He has been since I read the books back in like 2015 or something, and I have never stopped loving him. He's a great character, and I do want to talk about for a second that he is also, just like Jasper, a comic release type of character. He very much so always is cracking jokes. He's always funny, and he's a great character, so I really don't care. It's not like it's a problem. I really love his humor and stuff. He's really funny, but it kind of does suck that most of the time black guy characters are always kind of just like jokesters, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't have any serious black characters. You know how obviously you have the majority of characters in YA are white, especially the male ones, and that means that there can be a gamut of white male characters. There can be soft ones, harder ones, tougher ones, you know what I'm saying? Like, there can be funny ones, charming ones, brooding ones. There can be a entire, like, you know, you can just run around the variable of personalities because there are so many of them. But when there are so little of black male characters and every single one almost is somebody who just likes to crack jokes and stuff, it just kind of sucks. It's just kind of like, am I a joke? You know what I'm saying? Like, you read that and you're like, not read that, but even if you like the character overall, you're just thinking like, do I only matter if I'm like cracking jokes or being funny? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of, like, not everybody's personality is like that. Mine kind of is, but it's not like completely like that, so it's just kind of like, damn, you know. But regardless, Chubb is a great character, and I definitely want to cosplay him. He's amazing, and I just like his character because he's a great character, to be honest. That's the reason why he's on this list, and I've loved him forever, and he is still my favorite character from the series, and one of my favorite characters ever, so he's great. The next character on this list, perfect, is Inen from Enad. I don't know how to pronounce his name, stop talking to me. But from Children of Blood and Bone. He is my favorite character from the series. Everybody hates him, and that bitch made me love him more before I even read the book, so thanks guys. But anyway, Inen. I have yet to cosplay him, unfortunately, but I definitely plan to, because I still love him. I'm still halfway through the second book. I'm not even done with it. And he's just the best character to me. He has so many layers. If you want to go watch my Children of Blood and Bone book chat that I made back when I read it last year, you can, and I talked a lot about my love for him and why I like his character so much, and just kind of analyzing him more so than a lot of other people do, and they're just like, oh, fuck him, he's just shitty and a traitor and all this other stuff. But before I, go into that, I just wanted to say that he is on this list because he is not comic relief character. He's not funny, really. I love him because he's not, and I loved him for a lot of reasons, but that's one of the main ones. Because I read the book, I went going in, I'm like, okay, let's read a book about a whole bunch of black people. I was so excited to go in, and then I knew it non-existed, and I was like, ooh, could be my favorite character probably because a lot of people hate him, and I always like people hate in books. So I was like, I'm ready. I went in, and he's a prince. He's kind, he's passionate, he's determined, he's a good man. And, he's just kind of like a normal teen guy. He's not like really funny or like, he doesn't have a group that he can be funny with. He just kind of is doing what he's doing, and he's blinded by some things. He's kind of dumb sometimes, but he just is a full, well-rounded character and very complex, and we love to see that, which means there's a lot of room for development for him, for the people who don't like him. But for me, I just loved him from the get-go because it was like, it's so hard to find a black guy character that's a prince, first off. Second off, that's not like somebody who's really, really funny or whatever. And I really loved him, and I still do, and he's a great character. So I definitely love that he exists. Next person on this list is, the last three people are kind of like the ones I don't like as much as the other ones, but they're on this list because they're black male characters, and there are things that I do like about them. The next one is Tarquin from the A Court of Thorns and Roses series by Sarah J. Maas, everybody safe. And he's great. I do love him. I do love his character. It's fucked up what happened in the books, in the what was the second book, I think? In the Aftermath, it was messed up what happened. I'm not gonna say, obviously I don't want to spoil anybody, but I do like his character because he's a High Lord, which is cool because, High Lords are the highest people in the land or whatever, and, one of the main love interests, both of the main love interests are High Lords, so it's cool that he is too. He's not as important as them, obviously, but it's just kind of cool to see him, and I see the fan art of him. He's dark skinned, he has, long hair. I just really love him. He has, the most beautiful land ever, full of water, and it's really nice, and if you read the series, definitely, keep a lookout for him because he is one of the only things I came away from that series actually enjoying. Next character is Uriah from one of my favorite OG series, Divergent, and his character is even greater than Tarquin's is because I really only remember him from Allegiant and Insurgent, but really only Allegiant, which is sad because I'm not going to say, but he existed. He was one of those really funny characters, but I liked him because he was the first black male character in any book or anything that I started to read, because that was around the time that I had first started reading YA, and I was, getting into it. I didn't expect to find a whole bunch of black people, and I wasn't really looking for it because I had just started. I was just kind of getting into the genre, but he was the first one, and I always remembered that, and he was cool, so I really just wanted to put him on this list for that reason. He's a great character still, and I do love him. The next and the last character on this list is Todd from the Beast Made of Night duology by Toshi Onyibuchi. This was a book I read last year. You can go watch my review on it if you want to. Though I do not love the book completely, I really loved his character because he was he was not a prince, I don't think. But I might be wrong. I don't remember. I need to read the book again because I did enjoy his character. He wasn't really the comic relief either. He was very cocky. He was very, assertive. He was very confident in himself, while also kind of just being one of those characters that are kind of like go with the flow type. He was very laid back, but he was, he wasn't really funny. He was more like just, I'm the dude. I'm the one. And I can do whatever I need to do or whatever. And it was really cool. And he had these scenes in the book where these royal people had picked him up, and he was gonna be serving a royal, and because of that, he needed to be in the palace, and they brought him to the palace, and he was like, had this scene where he was like trying on all the royal clothes, and like, oh shit, I look like a prince, you know, and I was just like, wow, like, I just really identify with that, because it's really, like I said, it's hard to find black guy princes in books, and to see him just kind of like trying on the clothes, like, oh shit, you know, he let it go to his head and stuff, which was the main conflict of the book, but I really did enjoy that, because it was just like, same, like, I get that, and it's cool to see characters that, not only look like you, but are kind of just relatable, you know, because, you know, all the non-black people and mostly white people get to see, you know, characters in books that are just so much like them, because there are so freaking many, like, you can just look anywhere, and they're probably going to be a character like you, because there are white characters everywhere. But to see, especially a black guy that's doing something not normal, that's not normal for black dudes to do in books, I really loved that. So that was my take on a whole bunch of black guy characters that I really enjoyed. And I hope that this list grows as I read more books. I'm not sure if YA is even my genre anymore. I still enjoy books, obviously, but I don't know. I haven't read a YA book in a minute, except for me trying to finish Children of Blood and Bone. And I don't really plan to pick up one at any time soon. I can't really think of one that's really good. But, you know, I just want the list to grow. I want the list to grow, and I want to see more black guy characters that aren't just, you know, cookie cutter, you know, class clown, but make it not class characters, you know, because it's kind of annoying to see the same stereotype over and over be done in books when there are so many authors and so many publishing companies, and just do better. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. You should leave your favorite black male characters in the description for me, because I love to see those. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you later with another video. Bye.